The Alaska governor says that his state is the perfect location for this summit. Governor Mike Dunleavy joins us now to explain. Governor, it's great to have you. And you will be hosting this in the great state of Alaska. This is a really important meeting between President Trump and Vladimir Putin. He's been disappointed, the president has said, by Putin's actions as of late. And so the hope is that some progress could be made here. Your thoughts on how this will progress on Friday?
I think there will be progress. This is a first meeting where they're seriously going to be talking about it face-to-face about this issue in the Ukraine. And so, as the president said, he's going to look him in the eye. He's going to ascertain where things are at. And I think it's going to set the stage for a great second meeting, hopefully between Zelensky, the president, and Putin. I think it's a great step forward. I think we all want these wars to end. The president's had a great track record here in the last 6 months in helping with that. Azerbaijan, Armenia, for example, the Rwanda, the Congo, for example. I think this is the beginning of something good, and that's what I hope. And so we'll see where it goes, but I think it's a great beginning.
Our fossil fuel resources are one of our greatest points of leverage, Governor, and I know you would agree with that, governing the fine state of Alaska. And I was looking, Jackie and I were talking about it, just what President Trump and his administration have done to unleash the fossil fuels that are under the ground and beneath the surface in Alaska just this year, in terms of opening areas of fossil fuel development, the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge, just as one example, for permitting and development. Can you put a number on it, and what kind of symbol and message that potentially sends to Putin and the Russian delegation when they're there?
Well, we are the energy powerhouse the United States is, and Alaska is a big part of that. And thanks to President Trump, it has been absolutely exciting and amazing what he's doing for the state of Alaska. He's basically he's allowing us to do what we're supposed to do as a result of our statehood. When we became a state in 1959, we were supposed to produce a lot of energy. We were supposed to develop our resources. That's exactly what the president's doing. We're the only state that got an executive order to do this. And so we are excited about our natural gas pipeline, our oil renaissance on the slope, our critical minerals, our rare earths. And this is all a result of a new administration and President Trump. So we're very grateful. We're glad to host him. We feel he's a friend of Alaska, and we look forward to working with him for another 3.5 years. I think it's going to be terrific.
Well, the previous administration and president was hostile to the fossil fuel industry, and that was very clear. Just in the last minute that we have left, I think President Trump has very skillfully used energy as a way to back Putin into a bit of a corner, especially with that last move to tell India, hey, if you buy their Russian oil, you're going to get a 25% tariff. They've got to think twice about doing that. It's oil revenue that's been able to fund the war from their side.
Exactly. And I think he's having a similar conversation with China as well. And so, yeah, if there's a big bite put on Putin's ability to ship oil to China and India, I think we can get a quick resolution to this war. And hopefully it's going to be a resolution that all sides can live with.
Governor Mike Dunleavy, great to see you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Up next,
thanks for being there.